Hello, good people. Welcome back to my channel. This is Dreamy Pisces. I was just thinking, I was sitting outside. It's really warm today. My car says that it's 94 degrees. But I got my windows down and I'm getting this air. I can't say that it's fresh air, but I'm getting air nonetheless. So I was just thinking to myself, you know, those of us that are awakened, and I know it becomes a cliche term, but it's really no other way to describe when you unplug yourself and you start looking around and you start realizing that the Matrix really is not a movie. It's real life. It's real life and it's everywhere. And there are people that could watch this video and not even know what I'm talking about. But I used to be one of those people. But for those of us that have awakened, maybe newly awakened people that have come to realize that this reality that is built around them, it is built around them. It is not natural. It is not natural. And you were born into a system where as soon as you came out of your mommy, they tagged you, they named you, they inoculated you with some type of vaccination chemical. They cut the tip of your penis off if you have a penis. They put some goop in your eyes. From day one, they got you set up. Day one. Gave you a social security number. All of this is just tracking. Now they're able to track you for the rest of your life. And they know what's going on with you. And so when you come to that realization that that's actually the reality that we're living in, not that we just, we went into the hospital and we had a baby and it was a wonderful, beautiful experience. And, you know, it is, having a baby is a wonderful, beautiful experience. But I have 3 children, and I seriously doubt, even if I was able to, that I would have another child and bring a child into this world. I wouldn't do it, and that's just my opinion. So now that you're awake, what do you do now? Now that you know that you were actually asleep and you were under hypnosis, you were you know, you were just blinded. I was blinded too for a long time, long time. But now that you're awake, you're around a whole lot of people that are totally oblivious to the things that are going on with our government. They are totally oblivious to how we take nature for granted and the importance of animals and all of these things. They totally are focused on cars, basketball teams, purses, shoes, weaves, baby daddy, baby mama drama, and all this other stuff. Beehives. Yeah, I said it. You beehivers. Stop being a beehive. Be your own hive. Don't be a beehive. Don't be a follower. And you realize that you break away from that and you no longer want to follow, because you're like, I don't like, I'm not, it doesn't feel well with my soul to be a follower. So you pull away, and then it somewhat alienates you from other people, because now people don't share the same thoughts as you do. You're kind of like somewhere else, and they're where they are, and you start to get closer to yourself. You find out that you are not just this person, that lives. You're not just John Doe, born on January 5th, 1985, and you live in this house and you go to this job, and you realize that that is just a snapshot of your life and what your life is supposed to be. I do not shun my beginning, all the jobs, all the friendships, relationships, everything that hurt me that I thought was hurtful, you know, I have made peace with those things. And when you become awakened, you will learn to heal yourself, and you will learn to make peace with your past. And I'm talking about, you know, your inner child that has been not given the best start in life, where, you know, mom or dad wasn't there, or mom or dad was there but they weren't teaching you anything, or, you know, just many different things. But from the time we're a child, we're being programmed into what they want us to be. And if mom and dad is programmed, if grandmama and granddaddy is programmed, great-grandmama, great-granddaddy was programmed, that means more than likely you're programmed, unless you unplug and you pull away and you start asking questions. Ask the government why. So, but the thing is, it can get a little tricky, you know, the rabbit hole. Oh man, that damn rabbit hole, I swear. You know, on my journey, I have realized once you think you know something, it goes further and further and further and further. But that's just eons of information that was hidden from us. And when you become thirsty for knowledge, you go out here and you seek knowledge, and you're like, whoa, they did not tell us this stuff in school. You know, why didn't anybody tell me? I didn't know. They didn't share with us about our inner life. Imagine going to a school where they focused on upliftment, encouragement, life skills, meditation, free food, you know, examples of how history really happened and how empowered people would be. But that's not what we have. You have to build that environment at home for your children, unless, you know, somebody creates some sort of a school that will provide all that information. It's your responsibility. When we have children and we become awakened, I know you have to kind of like get yourself together, get your mind right, and figure out who you are. But once you do that, but even during that, as you're awakened, it's your responsibility to share the message with your children. And I know you may not understand. It just depends on what level, because there's a lot of levels to consciousness and the mind, and freeing the mind and reprogramming the mind, and, you know, going inward and meditation. It's many levels to this, and it's really a growth process that never ends. But we have to spread this knowledge to our children so that they can send it to their children, so we can actually start to change the future. The goal is to change the future. The goal is to get to the children and teach them how to love themselves, because they are the future. We are the future too, because there's levels in future, past, and everything. Time just keeps revolving. It keeps going. And right now, this is past, even though this is the present. When you read this, I'm sorry, when you watch this, this will have been made in the past, but right now I am creating this in the present. But it all commingles together. That's the crazy thing about life. It's not what you think it is. And a lot of people don't want to understand. A lot of people don't care to, because why? It's weird. It's many things. They don't want to be an outcast. I think a lot of people do know the truth, but they're not at a level yet where they feel comfortable speaking about it, because they're scared. We have been taught that if we speak out against injustices in the world and speak about other things, you will be shunned. That is a part of their plan. That is the part of the enemy's plan, to make the slave not want to stand up, because they think that all the other slaves are going to laugh at them, which they probably will. But you have to have the courage and the voice, and you can't be afraid to use it, because we just have to. We don't have a lot of time. We don't have a lot of time, and we need to start coming together, like in our areas where we live at. We need to start coming in contact with other conscious-minded individuals You know, don't get taken for a ride out here, because there are a lot of people that pretend to be all about love and peace, but you know, there's always like this Jezebel spirit. If you don't know what a Jezebel spirit is, look it up. And they are always lurking to try to infiltrate. So you just have to be careful when you're dealing with people. But you know, if you use this discernment and you pray and you ask for wisdom and guidance, you'll be fine. Because when you start getting into these things, this type of information, it is spiritual. We live in a physical realm, but we have an inner spiritual, very full life, a spiritual life. But because they keep us distracted with our eyes and what's going on out here, all of this out here, hey, all of this is what they have you focused on right here, instead of being focused on here and on here, on yourself, on your heart, on your spirit, on your mind. They keep you focused on school and just their rules. And the only way to break away is to come on, bring it back in home, meditate, quiet your mind, talk to yourself, ask questions, speak it out there into the atmosphere. Speak things into the atmosphere like they are already here. Like, for instance, I want to own a home. So what am I saying? I am a homeowner. I am a homeowner. I am wealthy. I have the Whitney Houston sweaty top lip. Okay, it's hot out here, but it's okay. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am free. I am happy. I am joyful. I am positive. That's how you make it. This whole thing, this journey is all in what you put into it. You have to nurture it like a plant. Look at yourself like a tree. Let your feet be planted deep into the ground. That's what was told to me, that I am a tree.